Hello. So, it is time for playoffs. Now, we skipped week 7 because our opponent gave us a forfeit win because of scheduling issues. That opponent is the one we face now. The 3rd season in a row of our first round, not the first round, because we skipped the first round of playoffs. Our first round of playoffs is against Jig. God help us, because the last 2 seasons this has not gone well. Both Season 8 and Season 9, we got knocked out by Jig in playoffs. I don't want it to happen again. So, their team is at least somewhat familiar. They've got Indeedee, female, which is the only Pokemon that's not showing up on the dock, so I don't know why, it's just bugged. Noivern, Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Goodra, Rotom Wash, Tinkaton, Armarouge, Persian, and Venonat, both of which can Terra, as well as the Hisuian Decidueye. That's the main Terramon here. So, it's Size Spam. It's Size Spam with Noivern and Tinkaton, Pokemon that they've felt comfortable using. Hisuian Decidueye is a Cheermon that they've done remarkably well with, ever since picking it up. I know they changed their team a decent amount, and Hisuian Decidueye is something they've ended up really liking. Rotom is Rotom. It's always good. Hisuian Goodra can be it can be the setup set with Iron Defense Body Press, but also it can just do good damage. It's got an amazing typing. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here, but there's thankfully some leads that I'm expecting. Obviously, I have to be ready for Psychic Terrain. If I'm not ready for Psychic Terrain, I will just die. But I don't want to over-prep for Psychic Terrain. There's also Tinkaton Noivern. That's the other main lead I would be expecting here. Try and get up Tailwind, because that would be the ways I see them actually controlling the speed of this game is either setting up Trick Room, Indeedee Armarouge, or going with Tinkaton Noivern and trying to set up Tailwind. So, we've got our team kind of built in a way to counteract each of those measures and have ways to deal with them regardless. Big threats, obviously Armarouge can do a lot of damage. We've got a good amount of answers built into our team to deal with it. Noivern can do a good amount of damage. Due to their predominantly special nature of the Pokemon they have, the main physical attackers here going to be Noivern, Tinkaton, and potentially Persian if it decides to come. Then we're not taking too much from special hits, or we're EV to make sure that we do. Similar story with Goodra. Obviously it's got great coverage, but I'm not too worried about it offensively. It's if it is more of an Iron Defense Body Press set, I need to make sure I've got answers to kill it. Rotom I'm not too worried about. I've got answers, and it doesn't do incredible into a lot of my Pokemon. It does decent, but it's not amazing, but I still would expect it. And Hisuian Decidueye. I've got to make sure I've got answers to Hisuian Decidueye, specifically because it's a main Terramon of choice. I would expect Terra Ground here. No questions asked. I don't think there's a reason for them to run anything else, because if they run anything else, I don't know if you've noticed, they do not have a ground type, so Alecki can run free. So I would expect Decidueye here to be Terra Ground, and something I've got to make sure I've got answers to. So because I prepared a team for playing them, I had a decent baseline to work off of. Because they hadn't even seen it, we didn't play. And as a result, I expanded on that, and the team is now more refined to what I think is the best. I think what I'm bringing is the best 6 I can bring, and is also very adaptable. And it's starting off with a Pokemon that I've grown to love this season, and the Pokemon that's guaranteed to be in the lead, Moltres. I forgot I didn't finish EVing you. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? I think Bulk is better. I don't think I have a reason to do any more special attack. Unless, well, I guess we're doing Calcs Live. I actually have, not the exact sets, but like decently close. Florge was originally on the team, that's something to note, but it's no longer on the team. I just want to see, can Air/2. That's with all that special attack, I don't want that much. I don't think I can afford that much, actually. So... how much can I get away with to kill that if I'm... I realize it's the wrong terror, but... okay, 132, I'm okay with that. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Now I've actually finished this mod. So, Moltres is our lead guaranteed. We are Terra Dark with Terra Blast and Assault Vest. This means we're good against the special attackers. As you can see, I just made sure that the Terra Blast is a 2-hit KO on the if it's not running any bulk. I forgot this was like the only thing I didn't EV. There's also something else I haven't done, which we'll be deciding when we get to it, but yeah. So, Moltres is amazing here. It's great into both leads, especially with the Assault Vest. The main calcs that I was actually going for offensively were to make sure that -2 in DD dies to the Terra Blast Dark, and that's any in DD that isn't Culver. So, like, I looked at max special defense and it dies, and that was what I mainly went for. But obviously now we 2-hit KO non-bulky Noivern with the Terra Blast Dark. The speed is to outspeed Noivern at -1, which is really nice. It means that if we've got Aleki, we've got ways to slow it down. So if we can slow it down, we can maybe try and take it out that way. Air/2 is going to kill Decidueye if it doesn't Terra, and we outspeed it. Decidueye hits 123 or 124, something like that. So we'll outspeed that as well. So yeah, we're really good against a lot of their Pokemon. And against Indeedee Armarouge, this is obviously fine if we go for the Terra Dark. But if we want to pivot, we've got U-turn to do so. That's the beauty of Noivern, not Noivern, the beauty of Moltres is being able to pivot out. And if they do go for a Tinkerton Noivern lead and they see that the Assault Vest is on this, they're just going to fake it out, but they've got a 30% chance of getting burned with Flame Body, and that can just win the game. Because that will neuter Tinkerton for the rest of the game. Which is important, combined with not our dedicated lead. We do not have a dedicated lead. We have Moltres, who's coming lead, but then we have 2 Pokemon that can come with it instead. The first is Mismagius, who we're going to be deciding our Terra typing. I think the Terra typing of choice is probably to be Fairy. Yeah, I think that's the choice. I think Terra Blast Fairy. Sorry, Terra Fairy is the choice. So, yeah, Mismagius. Actually, no, wait, no. Because, I could go with Terra Electric, actually. I actually kinda like Terra Electric. Let's go with that. So, I'm going Terra Electric to, because I want something to resist. Maybe it's... No, I like Terra Electric. Oh, it's you know what, funnily enough, it's what Iona used in game. But also I want to make sure I've got something to resist Gigaton Hammer. The two physical attackers, the main ones anyway, that I'm expecting to come, can do good damage to Miss Mages, and that's why we've got so much defense. We actually can take a Gigaton Hammer. We've got the Cold Berry to help take the knockoff. Speed is to outspeed Tinkerton, and then the special attack is to 2-hit KO Rotom with Energy Ball, alongside having Shadow Ball, Icy Wind, and Fake Tears. This is what I was talking about with a -2 on Indeedee. If we go for Fake Tears with Terra Blast, Dark, and Dark Pulse from Moltres, we can take out Indeedee. Moving that Pokemon from the equation is really, really nice. Icy Wind, really solid speed control. Obviously it doesn't outspeed Noivern, but the advantage is it will do really good damage to it. It does like 60%. And then obviously our Moltres can outspeed it, and I think it will get the kill with yeah, it should get the kill with Air Slash, especially with the other special attack I just put in, which is really, really nice. If you notice, I'm not going for Hurricane. Screw that. Even max special attack, Flamethrower doesn't kill a bulky Tinkerton, so I'm not going for Fire Blast. The reason why I lost the last 2 times was moves that missed. If I lose with Air Slash misses, I'm going to scream. I don't think there's a move on this. Well, actually, no. There is one move on this team that is less than 95% accurate. I don't want to lose to a miss again. So, that's the idea with Miss Mages. It's a really solid lead. Obviously, it's immune to Fake Out, so they're going to be faking out the Moltres if they have that. But also, it's solid in general. It's great speed control. This is less good into Indeedee Armor Rouge and more good into general stuff, but I still think it's a worthwhile option. The better one into Indeedee Armor Rouge is actually going to be Regieleki, which is weird to say, but yeah. So with Covert Cloak, with a good amount of bulk, we're not running any speed because we don't need to, because that's the beauty of Aleki. Instead, we're bulking this baby out. Yeah, I didn't think about why we're doing that. We're bulking it out. 3 attacks, because, as I say, Aleki kind of gets to run free. There's not a lot of resistances. Like, there's the Hisuian Decidueye that is already a resist, and then Goodra, and that's it. Those are the answers to this. And I expect because Hisuian Decidueye is going to be terroring into the ground anyway, so that's 2 Mons. So unless those 2 are on the field, Aleki gets to do good things. The EVs actually is one that I made before, and I was like, okay, why are these EVs here? Went back and watched my old team builder, and found out why. This lives Fake Out plus Draco Meteor from Noivern. So even if they want to try and go for that kill, even if they see Covert Cloak, they just want to try and remove Aleki from the game, this lives that. So, otherwise, we've got Volt Switch, Electro Web, Thunderbolt, and Light Screen. Light Screen's kind of the last move. It was that between that and Eerie Impulse. I chose Light Screen just because, like, it's just generally good, even if I'm not running, what's it called? Even if I'm not running Light Clay, I think just having Light Screen to just help reduce the damage output is really nice. So I think that's going to be the play. I don't know if I'm going to end up clicking Light Screen, but yeah. Electro obviously great speed control, especially because I outspeed everything. So yeah, I think Aleki it's so good here. So it's either going to be an Aleki Moltres lead or a Miss Mages Moltres lead. And then some of the following in the back. If it's a Miss Magius lead, I can see Aleki coming in the back, but I don't think the reverse is true. I think Miss Magius only comes if it's a lead. For the final 3 Pokemon, obviously we've got Bronzong. Body Press, Hypnosis, Cocoon, and Protect. Now, why on earth am I bringing Hypnosis after I just said I don't want to miss again and lose because of it? Well, to be honest, there was just nothing else worth running on Bronzong. It's mainly here to be a Trick Room-like support mod. Body Press is nice for extra damage on Gudra, but also, like, it's just, like, the best general thing to hit things with. And any other offensive move isn't really worth going for damage with. The supporting options, pretty much it was this or Helping Hand, and I was like, Helping Hand can help, obviously, but there's just a 60% chance I can help. This thing can just, like, swing the tide of battle. And if there's nothing else for Bronzong to do for a turn, like, if like, say I've got something out I'm already targeting to kill, Bronzong's not doing anything for the turn. So instead I just may as well click Hypnosis into the partner and see if I can get something done. Because, it's worth it, right? Like, if Bronzong's got nothing else to do, but just, like, click a random move, or maybe go for, like, 10% chip, Hypnosis is, like, there for that reason. How often I'll click it, I don't know, but I don't think they're going to be ready for it, that's for sure. I don't expect to click it, or if there's just a dead turn where Bronzong just needs to it doesn't have anything worthwhile clicking, then it can. I've rambled on about Hypnosis enough, but the actual EVs, again, took this one from my old set that I built, which was, because we are heat proof, we're going with that over Levitate, a little bit of a risk because of Terror Ground Decidui, that's the main thing I'm worried about, with this, but, the fact that this lets us live, 2 Life Orb armor cannons from Armarouge is worth it in my opinion. I believe that is due to the citrus. I'm going to double check the calc, to be honest, but that's what my old team builder said, so I'm going to trust it, but I will double check. So. Next up, we've got our Brute Bonnet with a Chopper Berry. Again, stupid Decidui. I've got to make sure I've got answers to it. Obviously, it's also a grass type, which is nice for Brutum. But we're not running any support moves. We're running Seed Bomb, Crunch, Close Combat, and Protect. We're running a good bit of extra speed to see if we can speed creep both the Decidui and the Gudra. Both of those are base 60 speed, so if we can outspeed that, that's great. But otherwise, we're mostly defensive to help take hits from the Decidui. Obviously, I'm not as bothered about special defense because, well, I can't really be affected by Psy Spam, and, well, if Armarouge is going to armor cannon me, it's going to kill me. So, I figured it's probably just best if I do it this way. Chopper Berry is great just to help live. There's no, I don't think it's a guarantee. Like, unless... Nah, there was no way to, like, guarantee live even with Chopper. There might have been a way, like max, but the extra damage is really nice because with this little bit of attack with Adamant 20, we can 2-hit KO a Gudra that's trying to set up. So if we hit it once before it goes for an Iron Defense with Close Combat and then hit it again, it will die. So that's the idea between that, well, with that. Crunch obviously does really nice damage into Indeedee. It obviously does it nice to Armarouge, but unless we get a speed drop against that Armarouge, we're not going for that. So, yeah. And then Seed Bomb obviously is great for Rotom. If they burn us, but, you know, it is what it is. I think Brute Bonnet is really solid here. And last but not least, say it with me, everyone, it's Dodon, who's running an expert belt with high horsepower, knockoff, Ice Spinner, and Protect. Ice Spinner's actually really nice here because of stupid Psychic Terrain. We can turn that off, which is great. Knockoff is great for Indeedee. Means with the expert belt and the 172 attack, we 2-hit KO Indeedee unless it's running Colbur, which is great. And then high horsepower is going to do a good amount of damage into a lot of different Pokemon. Funnily enough, with this little bit of, with the 1 point in speed, if they're not running any speed on Indeedee, then we outspeed it -1, which is really nice. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Now we have speed at -1. Because I think if they run 4 speed, it would be a speed tie, but now we will outspeed it if it is a 9. So with Terra Psychic as our option, I don't want to Terra into a type that makes me even more weak to Decidueye. I'm already like weak to it. Obviously with grass, but if I like Terra into Dark and then it comes in and starts trying to kill me, that's an issue. So, yeah. So I think the most likely Pokemon we're bringing are Moltres plus Alecki with Bronzong and Donphan in the back. That is the most likely to me, because that gives us opportunity to play with speed control, which is really, really nice. Because if they want to set up Trick Room, we can go into our slow Pokemon. If they want to go with fast mode, like setting up Turtle Wind, we can set up Trick Room instead. That's probably going to be the most likely plan. We can modulate that with Brute Bonnet. If they aren't going with Psychic Terrain, just don't bring Armarouge, because they do have 2 Dark types, in fairness. Then, you know, I feel more comfortable going with Mismagius. So, yeah, I'm nervous. It's Jig. Every time we played in playoffs, we've lost. But this time it's not a quarterfinals, semi-finals. Skip the first round. Let's hope that the fact that it's a semi-finals will change the outcome this time. Because I'd at least like to get to finals, yeah. We're playing tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'll see you guys then. Alright, this is it. We're playing shortly, but a couple things I wanted to get out of the way first. Number 1, we've changed a couple small things about the team since, but only with one mon. Mismagius has evolved into Hatsune Miku, become a shiny, and is now a Terra Steel type instead of a Terra Electric. Resists both Psychic and Steel, neutral to Dark, and resists Dragon. All amazing things. And because of Levitate, it's still immune to Ground, which is really nice. So the main things that would be hitting it are Body Presence from Goodra, and then any fire moves from either Goodra or Armarouge. I suppose the Decidueye as well, but we're faster than the Decidueye, and can even slow it down. So, and of course the nickname, because of the Miku collab, and the Ghost Miku being paired with Mismagius, I kind of had to. And, you know, I think Rat would approve of this, because it's Hatsune Miku. Anyway. I'm terrified. Because of our last experiences against Jig, I'm terrified, but we're going in with a game plan. The plan is this. We're going to be leading Moltres and Mismagius for game 1. With Bronzong and then either Brute Bonnet or Donphan, or whichever looks better in this matchup. The point being, I don't want to reveal I'm willing to bring Alecki yet. I want to show that I want to bring Alecki to game 2 regardless. I want to see what kind of answers they try and bring for it, and then bring it. We're going to try and go for this Moltres Mismagius lead, unless it looks extremely unfavourable. Bronzong's always come in game 1, because I need to make sure that they don't set up Trick Room, unless they do not bring Armarouge, then I don't have to bring Bronzong. Bronzong is only here if they bring Armarouge. as a potential Trick Room option. And then, depending on what looks better, either Brute Bonnet or Donphan. Brute Bonnet's going to be much better if they choose to bring Rotom. That's going to be one of the big differences. But if there's no Rotom, I feel more comfortable bringing Donphan. So those are going to be the big things. Game 2 will be most likely switching it up to Moltres and Aleki to catch them off guard. And then, depending on whether I think that I need Trick Room, I can bring... need answers to Trick Room, I can bring both my offensive, slower Pokemon in the back if need be. So, I've given it some thought in the time between recording the team builder and now, especially given that change as well, a small change to the Terra type. We ended up playing a little bit later because we had some scheduling issues, but obviously I'm still nervous. I still think the Terra type on Donphan is fine. I think the Terra type on Moltres is correct, and I think this new Terra type on Hatsune Miku should be what we need as an option, because otherwise I didn't feel comfortable terroring it. Whereas now I do. Now I feel comfortable terroring it. So. Oh dear. But I still want to win this. Lord Nobody's waiting in finals, and I want to beat them there. They're the only person to beat me in the regular season. And to go out here, while cool to make it to semis, I would want to get that rematch against Jig. Shouts to Kathy. They just said GLHF. We were supposed to test, and I just didn't make my team until quite late into the week. So I appreciate it, because I need the luck. All right, with how my matchups against Jig go, I'm gonna need the luck. So. Oh god. Oh Jig, where are you? You're late. Why are you like this? So. But yeah, I think this is the team that does it. I feel confident in the Pokemon. I feel confident in my game plan as well. I feel confident about anything they bring. Something that has crossed my mind, I don't know if I mentioned it in the team builder. But if they choose to bring Persian and lead it, then if I lead Aleki, then I have to switch out because of a Scarf Terra Ground Terra Blast. Alright, they've said they're ready. Regulation D. Challenge. There's a best of 3 option, but I think that includes open team sheet, so that's a new option on Showdown. So they don't bring Rotom. They do not bring Rotom. Let me get all the battles up. Okay. That means Brute Bonnet's less needed. I can probably go for Donphan game 1 here. No Persian, and no Venonat. Which is nice. Random mons that I don't have to worry about. which means I feel comfortable going for my lead of Moltres plus Mismagius. Bronzong's coming game 1 at least in case of Trick Room. And then it's the Don. The Don's the best here. The Decidueye Noivern. They find my Assault Vest and my Culber Berry. The thing is, they can go for Tailwind plus a hit. Mismagius is pretty decently bulky, but can it take on this hit? Oh, Decidueye. $50. I think I even have a chance to live Life Orb. I have a 20% chance to live a Life Orb one. The Decidueye is more threatening. He's a jacked up mon. Oh, and I think I go for Icy Wind. Yeah, because Icy Wind is a 2-hit KO. On Noivern. They protect. I'm faster. Wow, that's impressive. My Mismagius is faster than their Noivern. Okay, well, Air Slash will now take it out. Not Air Slash. That's a slow Noivern. What? I'm only outspeeding Tinkerton. Does this Noivern have no speed? It's not gonna have a... It's not gonna have a lot. But that still did a good amount of damage. So, I don't know where the investment's gone. Oh, it's no, it's bulky, alright. It's definitely a bulkier one. But that's not even doubles. Yeah, I have no idea where their investment is then. Maybe they're mixed offensive? And just not a lot of speed? I think they're always terroring here. There's no way they don't. I'm gonna go for Flamethrower and Icy Wind. It's Terra Fairy. They go for Super Fang and Triple Arrows, which does not take me out because I am super, super bulky. Their Life Orb are crit on the thingy. We go for Flamethrower. Okay. Armarouge comes in. So, at -1 speed... the Life Orb. But they didn't come close to killing me. Which means they're not max attack. Life Orb should have done more. They could have no attack investment. Icy Wind with a crit actually should have done way more. I think they're max special defense, actually. Does my Terror Dark kill here? Because otherwise I'm not going for it. Moltres versus Armourouge. And we're looking at max HP. Max HP, Terror Dark can kill, but I'm not willing to go for it. I would rather take out this Decidueye. And then just go for Shadow Ball into the Armourouge. I don't expect this to go off, but you know. I took 42% from a flamethrower. That's crazy. But I've closed this tab, I don't need that now. Go back to Decidueye. So it's Terra Fairy. They do protect, they go for Expanding Force and take me out, which is unfortunate. But they've only got one turn of Tailwind left. I don't know if I want to reveal the Don yet. I want to go Bronzong. Because I could set up Trick Room. Trick Room looks really good with Bronzong. With Donphan here. They're at least decently fast. Bronzong can take the hit from Armourouge. So I'll go for a Flamethrower here. And I'll set up Trick Room. I don't even know if a double up will kill. Oh, okay, we take it out. We're faster when it's at -1, which is so good. They're bringing Goodra. I get a safe U-turn out here. Body Press is decent damage. So would it be Sash? How much is this Body Press going to do to Goodra? Is it worth me going for this damage? It's not going to be a lot, I imagine. No, that's 40%, never mind, that's actually decent damage. But I could also protect Bronzong. I think it's almost going to be an armor cannon, so I can go for a protect here. Yeah, they go for acid armor. This is what I was worried about. Get some chip. I should have been into the Armourouge, but I think Nox a kill at this point on Armourouge. At -1 it should be. Even max HP. And we also get to find out its item. At -1. Yeah, it should be killing, and I don't need to risk a high horsepower. And I'm going to go for Hypnosis. Nice, we hit it! We'll make sure this thing dies. was goggles. Okay. It's 2 turns of sleep. A lot of damage. We do get a lucky crit. I ain't gonna lie. We got a lucky crit. Depending if they woke up or not. They're Terra Fairy on the Decidueye though. Which means, guess what? They don't have answers to Aleki. Let's go, Aleki. Trick Room was actually pretty decent there. Because they brought Tailwind. However, if I'm bringing, if I am bringing Aleki, I don't think I need Bronzong as much. So we're gonna bring Donphan still, and I think we bring Shrooms but Mad. I think that's the play. We go with our game 2 plan. I think they're gonna switch it up a little bit. They can't fault them being upset at a crit, but I don't think it mattered. They couldn't OHKO either Pokemon. And I get another shot to just high horsepower them. Honestly, it would have been nice to know how much damage it did. Plus 2 defense. They choose to lead the Goodra this time. Trying to get it set up early. This is why I have U-turn. So we go for a U-turn into... I mean, it doesn't really matter because I want to go for an Electro Web. So... over the Electro Web. Get some good chip. We can U-turn on out. I expect this is going to be Tailwind. I'll bring in the Don. They go for a Draco, and we are tanky. Don't get it twisted, we're tanky. Donphan's still not going to outspeed this Noivern. But I think there's a chance that we get the kill on it. Who cares about outspeeding it? (62 to 73). The Electro Web did 30%, so it might live depending on rolls here. It does have lefties. I could get rid of the lefties. I'm not sure if it's got Protect or not. I'm just going to go for high horsepower, and I'm going to Thunderbolt this Noivern. They go into the Decidueye. Protect, they reposition. There's still some decent chip. Cannot complain with that. Now the question is, do I cover for Terra? That is the game we have to play. I think we Protect to find out what they want to go for. And I'll go for an Electro Web, because then both my back Pokemon can outspeed it. They choose not to Terra, but now the Donphan can outspeed it, so I can play around it a bit differently. Trying Leaf Blade, and they're just going to take out Aleki. Makes perfect sense. I can bring in Moltres to force it to Terra. which is really nice. We do know it has Protect. So... but we'll go to Moltres. Don't want to reveal my last just yet. No, it's Life Orb. I think the correct play is the high horsepower, because I need to make sure this Goodra goes down. If I let this Goodra sit here for too long, it's going to be an issue. And I just go for Flamethrower. It's a 2-hit KO. Donphan at this point will outspeed, so we'll go for the takedown. Good play. Do they Terror? They do. Yes! I was thinking it. After all the times you've hacked me, Jig. Today, it's my turn. Today, it is my turn. Ice Spinner the Noivern, and let's take out this thing. Donphan lives on 1 because Donphan's a beast. You don't mess with the Don. You do not mess with the Don! Tinkerton, Goodra. They 100% go for Fake Out here into the Donphan. Donphan's going to be slower anyway, so I would rather let it just go. And we can go for a Flamethrower into this Tinkerton. They don't even go for Fake Out. They put up a Reflect. They're able to hit through. Surprised I'm faster. What? Take this thing out. You go for the Body Press, take me out. Last Pokemon here is Brute Bonnet. Close Combat doesn't take it out through the Reflect. Body Press. We get to live. We'll Close Combat and Air Slash. Air Slash is 33%. They go for a Protect. It's A-OK. Which means they'll live the next double up. I'll go for a Protect on Brute Bonnet and go for an Flamethrower. Try and stall out the Reflect a little bit. Not over. Still living. They called a Protect, which is fair. But that's Reflect gone. And that is us going to the finals, baby! Woo! We're going to the finals. And I want to double check the calc on Goodra, because obviously the crit game 1 mattered, but I want to see how much by. A +2 defense, did 54 to 63. That thing was gonna die to another high horsepower. We got the win. GG's, Jig. I'm coming for you, Lord Nobody. In finals, baby. Whew. Feels good. First time in finals and Gen 9 draft. Not losing to Jig again. And let's see if we can take it all the way. See you guys next time. Peace.